What's up, guys? I'm well aware I haven't made a video in a bit. I was just enjoying summer, last summer before being a senior. And, okay, you know what? Nobody gives a fuck. I'm just going to start with the video. We need to talk about NASCAR 26. NASCAR 26, it's coming out in a couple months or something like that. I don't exactly know. I know it's coming out, it might come out in like September, August, something like that. Okay, anticipating an August release is pretty crazy, but who knows? Um, Today, iRacing, or at least yesterday, I don't know. They were they released the tracks and series combos for NASCAR 26. Essentially, on NASCAR 25, for the people that only played the Heat games and haven't really dived into NASCAR 25. On NASCAR 25, unlike the Heat games, you can't use every series at every track. For example, on NASCAR Heat 5, if I wanted to take the NASCAR Cup Series to Canadian Tire, I could do that. On NASCAR 25, an example would be if I want to take the ARCA Series to Homestead, I can't do that. Why? In my personal opinion, I think it's. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the reason why I don't think they've done it, because in my personal opinion, it's like Utechnics. I don't know why I said them. If the Heat games did it, why can't iRacing? And you got to program the AI and stuff like that. But again, like I said, if the Heat games could do it, I'm sure iRacing can. I can only describe it as laziness. Again, me sitting down on my ass and recording a video talking about this game, that could be argued as laziness. Yeah, but I don't care. As from their position, if you can't do something that a previous developer was able to do on last gen consoles, because remember, crazy enough, Heat 5 came out with the PS4, dude. Holy shit, Heat 5 deadass came out a half of a decade ago. Oh, over that theoretically, but that maybe, but I should be able to take the ARCA series to Homestead. I should be able to take the Truck series to Iowa. I should be able to take the Xfinity series to Richmond or the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. Um, and in my personal opinion, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do that on this game if I was able to do it on a game on the PS4 from half of a decade ago. And on NASCAR Heat 4, I believe you could do the same thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't play Heat 4 that much. But on Heat 5, you could. No debate about it. You just could. You could race the tracks online, and any track online, as long as the track was in the game, you could bring any series you wanted to, except for Eldora. Trust me, I remember. But that makes sense. That is a dirt track that is a whole different type of racing. But obviously, I'm not asking NASCAR 26 to add dirt tracks. They're not going to anyway. That is a horribly unrealistic expectation. But you know, I'm just saying we should be able to do any series at every track. And no, that's not what this video is going to gripe about. I didn't just this because that's not the only problem. This one worries me. Anyone who knows me knows I yap about this a lot. Trust me. What do they call it? LARPing? I don't know, man. But like, I do think the fact that you can't blow tires on NASCAR 25 is the most blasphemous thing I've ever seen on a racing game ever. You can blow tires in NASCAR 21 Ignition, man. That is the worst NASCAR game ever. That's not a good example, though, because it is a modern game. You could blow tires on NASCAR Thunder 2003. You could blow tires on NASCAR Thunder 2002. I just said, okay, anyway. I just said a game that happened one year and the game that happened the year before it. Instead, I was trying to think of like a NASCAR 99 maybe, but I low-key forgot. I haven't played that game, so. But anyway, 20 years ago you could blow tires. Why can't you now? In the Heat games you could blow tires. And blowing tires is a part of NASCAR. Like having tire blowouts, tire failures, overusing your tires and it resulting in like the right front puncturing or blowing up. That happens so often. And we don't have it in this game. How? I don't know, man. For anyone who plays iRacing, I don't have iRacing. Can you? I'm sure you can blow tires on it, right? Or have some sort of tire puncturing system. Surely, everyone uses iRacing, or most people use iRacing for a realistic experience. There's surely you can blow tires. And obviously, I point out iRacing because iRacing is this is the group that made NASCAR 25, or developer. I don't know. Who cares? But you can't blow tires, and trust me, it ruins league racing a good bit, or it hurts it a lot. You not being able to blow tires, you not being able to get punished for lowering the pressures all the way down, and just going full push the whole run, you don't get punished for it. Even saving tires in this game, due to you being able to lower the tire pressure so much, there's not much of an element of saving tires. Because, first off, not only is there no risk that your tire blows up, there's also, with pressures all the way dialed in, like if you lower the pressures all the way, there's significantly less off-throttle time. And at some tracks, you go from having to brake in some corners to not even having to do that, just having to let off a little bit. So the way less off-throttle time makes it to where saving tires doesn't really matter that much, because if you go too easy, guys are just going to pull away from you, because it doesn't matter if they save tires or not. Now, there are some tracks where at the back end of the run, you get really loose if your car's too loose. There is handling fall off at a decent bit of tracks in this game, and that shows great potential. There is potential with this game, but I just think there's features in the game that just should already be in it from the get-go that objectively make the game mid, in my opinion. Especially considering I didn't have the highest expectations for this game, but this game missed in some areas that I didn't expect it to, and it hit in other areas that I didn't expect either. This game's just exactly what I'm saying. This game's just mid. It just is. It's not ass. I'm not going to act like it's a bad game. It's certainly not. I've played a lot of it. It's not a bad game. Now, just some of the features missing, however, just make it mid. Let me think of other things. But again, the biggest thing for me is the gameplay. I could yap about career mode all day. A lot of obviously the driver changes in career mode not being able to happen, a lot of that's due to licensing and stuff. I'm not going to shit on the developers for that, because that's just not really their fault. However, I will shit on them for just having, again, you can't... It's reminding me of EA Sports. Madden used to have features in-game that you could play. Then Madden, EA Sports, they would take these features out of the game, then add them back about half of a decade later and act like it's a new feature. That's bullshit. It wasn't. I could yap about how bad EA Sports is all day, but that's not the point of the video. What I'm saying is, NASCAR Heat 5, you could race at any series, at any track that was in the game. Jeez. NASCAR Heat 5, you could blow tires. Oh, God, man, it's just infuriating talking about this game, because it has potential. Obviously, some people don't like the driving model of some cars. Look, I'm not an expert on how, the Xfinity car drives in real life, or how the Cup car drives in real life, or how the trucks drive in real life, or the ARCA cars. I'm not a complete expert on that. But I will say this, the whole thing about this game, lower the pressures all the way, right? And you get to go 10 times faster. You just do. Not 10 times, don't take that literally, but way faster. At some tracks, it's like a second faster. Literally. And I mean, I don't need to fucking baby you and tell you how big of a difference 1 whole second faster is at any sort of racing. But just all you do, and if you don't know this, might as well use it. If you're some offline player, or just you just don't know this trick, on the first pit stop, What you do, I'm in a league, as you can see the gameplay in the background, you're not allowed to adjust pressures in this league. Don't pay attention to that. I'm not being a hypocrite. I wasn't about to talk about lowering the pressures all for me to show a clip of me not lowering them, but what you do on the first pit stop, as long as you're allowed to, take 4 tires, lower all 4 of your tire pressures to 13 psi. Boom, you're way faster, and you don't get punished for it because you can't blow tires. And you're probably wondering, well, Elijah, what happens when you get to 0? You don't get to 0. I don't even think you get to 1. You can't, tire degradation in this game, if you lower the tire pressures, your tires wear extremely fast. The percentages go down extremely fast until you get to like 20 to like 15%, that area. All of a sudden, your tires go from degrading horribly fast to almost not degrading at all. And once they get to like 6%, they don't wear anymore. They just don't, really. There may be some tracks, some series combos here and there where it stops at 8%. There may be somewhere it gets as low as 2%. You won't blow a tire. You can do you can do burnouts for an hour and a half, and you wouldn't blow any of your tires. I don't know why it's not in the game. Is it really that hard to make a blown tire animation? Is it really that hard? Again, this was in the Heat games, and again, the Heat games get a lot of flack. But at this point, it has the simple things down NASCAR Heat 5 did that could make this game, that can make Heat 5 argue to be better than NASCAR 25. I mean, I've had a lot of fun on NASCAR 25, but I just think like it has some of the disciplines that should just be in the game. They don't have it in the game. I don't know why. Now, obviously, no one's going to watch this video because I'm not a big YouTuber, but it's just like my grandparents are calling. My apologies. Oh my God, what the hell was I talking about? Hold on, I gotta go. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. Now, someone's going to say, "Oh, Elijah, but the Truck Series didn't race at Pocono this year." I'm talking about NASCAR 26 because you can't do Truck Series at Pocono. The Truck Series didn't race at Pocono this year. So why? Well, obviously, they're not going to have it in NASCAR 26 for the Truck Series at Pocono because if they don't do it in real life, why could you do it on the game? You know how much of a not a hypocrite, I'm just using fucking syllables. That is such a horrible argument. It is a video game, man, and don't even say this is a simulation game. Do not. It isn't. Do not. This is not a simulation game. Dude, I should be able to take the Truck Series to Pocono. And the Truck Series AI is already programmed for Pocono. You know how I know? Because you can do the Truck Series at Pocono on NASCAR 25. So why can't I do it on 26? You're just taking out tracks and series combos to use. For what? Because real life said so? Is that really because of licensing? Surely NASCAR doesn't give that much of a shit about that. Truly, you could do it on the Heat games. You should be able to do it on here. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. And you're probably, oh my, yeah, sure I'm LARPing, sure I'm bitching. That's what I do on almost every video on my channel. Sorry. It's just, this is my safe space to just bitch about shit. And this is a game with so much potential and so much, there's just features not in it that just obviously should be. I don't care if it was their first year, NASCAR 25. I don't care if it was their first year. That's the multiple series and tracks combos. It should be in the game. Oh my God, another perfect example. ARCA series at Portland. Portland was added later in the NASCAR 25's life cycle. You can do the Xfinity series there. You can do the ARCA series there. Now, on NASCAR 26, only the ARCA series you can do at Portland. Why? The Xfinity series or the Auto Parts series, Orange, you fucking idiot. Yeah. They didn't race there in real life this year, so why would you be able to race it on a video game? Oh my God, it is a video game. Let me have fun, man. You're telling me if I want to do, the AI are already programmed, and you're probably like, Elijah, it's probably a whole different game. They got to retool the AI. Dude, oh my God. I would bet my left nutsack that this game almost has the same driving and handling model as NASCAR 25. I can already tell. It just is. And this part doesn't necessarily have to be on. I'm not going to put this one on the developers. I don't know if it's. I haven't looked into the contract. I don't think I can. But I don't know if they have to make a game every year. My personal opinion, the best way to make sports games, you make them every other year. So you have more time to fix things, work on other things. It's cheaper for the economy, yes. That helps too. But that's not my only. That's not the biggest argument. I think the games would just be better. F1's actually tried that out with just having F125 have an F126 DLC instead of just having a whole brand new game on F126. So that F127 will be a better experience. And I'm sure they'll succeed on that. Because if you give a company more time, or a developer more time to work on the game, it's going to be better. That's just how it is. Giving a group of people a calendar year only to work on a game and make it as good as possible and release it out to the public and not have it be that much different from the previous game, it's going to be hard. That's going to be tough. And I don't fault iRacing for that, obviously, because that'd just be be stupid to fault them on that. But I do think them taking track and series combos out of the game, stuff like that, it's just, in my personal opinion, it's just stupid. You guys have already worked. If it's really that hard to program AI onto a track, then why take some of these track and series combos out of the game? It's just stupid. I don't even think you can take the ARCA series to Richmond anymore. Yeah, you can't do that on the NASCAR 26, but you can on NASCAR 25. Do you see what I'm talking about here? It's just, while they added some new tracks, like St. Pete's going to be in the game, and San Diego's going to be in the game, what if I want to take the ARCA series to San Diego? Why not? Let's have fun there. Let's do a league race at ARCA San Diego. Oh, wait. Oh, because the ARCA series didn't race there in real life? Oh, no! You can't do it on the video game. Oh, my God, dude. Fucking Christ. Dude, it's just... I think people need to realize, this is a video game. And even if you want to make it's a simulation game argument, dude, on iRacing, if I wanted to take the fucking NASCAR Cup Series, the next-gen NASCAR, the next-gen era, the car from this year, if I want to put that car on the 2007 Daytona surface, I can. So get the fuck out of here saying, oh, iRacing can't do that. Yes, they can. Get out of here, man. I mean, holy shit, I get iRacing is a great racing simulator. I've never played it, but it looks to be a great racing simulator. That's awesome sauce. That has nothing to do with me, man. I feel like we're just selling console players short because we don't got PCs. We can't get iRacing. Their main thing is obviously iRacing. So, obviously, they want people to get iRacing over NASCAR 26. Why wouldn't they? That is their main breadwinner. It makes sense. But that doesn't mean they don't deserve to get flamed. Like this game, NASCAR 25 is a mid game. Sure, and I know it's mid, man. And a lot of people should, if you guys realize this, there was so much hype for this game. You guys realize the last time we got a functioning NASCAR game was 2020? COVID, dude. COVID. That was the last time we got a functioning NASCAR game. If you want to call it Ignition functional, you got low standards, sure, dude. I mean, that's like calling a prostitute a grade 5 woman. I mean, seriously? Just... Is grade 5 a good... I don't know. Classic bad joke by me, man. Like, it reminds me, like, I think of this, like, college football... Madden, like franchise mode or dynasty mode, that should be your sandbox. This game, NASCAR 26, it should be a sandbox. Like all the tracks, oh my God, racing is a beautiful thing. We should be able to take all these different cars to all these different tracks. We shouldn't have to go by the lines of what happens in real life. We just shouldn't. Obviously, I'm not going to ask for too much. Like iRacing has like a horsepower slider now, which I think that's awesome. That's obviously not going to be in the game. That's probably too good for console games. And you know what? Fine, I'll let them have it there. But again, I'm just not going to say the track and series combo thing. That's getting old. And look, if you're a little kid and you're happy that burnouts are going to be in the game, but I got burnouts are in the game. Oh, cut me a fucking break, dude. NASCAR Thunder 2003 had post-race burnouts. If we're seriously considering that an accomplishment in 2026 gaming, we need to sit back and just. Oh my god, I'm just losing it. Everyone's losing their minds over burnouts being added to the game. Is it? Is this a brainwashed culture? That has almost always been in NASCAR games. It's not even that big of a feature, but if you know, it's going to be the main promo material for NASCAR 26. I assure you, because that game's just not. I can already tell it's just not going to be that much different from 25. If there's a whole new handling model, that'll be fun. That's a fun thing to conquer, and you know, I'll admit fault on that because I just don't think too much is going to be different. But you know, already it being confirmed about the track and series combos um, and stuff like that. It just not much being released about the game quite yet. Probably gonna have to wait a little bit. If there's anything new that they announce, I would love it. I don't see any big things coming, but you know, hopefully I'm proven wrong. Again, I want this game to be good. I just think people glazing the shit out of it. It's just don't be brainwashed, man. I mean, don't be brainwashed like that. Just pick up NASCAR Thunder 2004, play it for an hour and a half, and like you'll realize, like any person who played like any like actually good NASCAR game will like tell you like NASCAR 26 just or NASCAR 25 just isn't as good as some people say. It's awesome that we have the ARCA series, man. I get it. It's awesome. Some features like a feature like that, but there's just some things missing that just shouldn't be. There just should be a sandbox. If you're wondering the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna lie. Just seeing people on the internet glaze NASCAR 25 and glazing the 26 release is just getting on my nerves because this game it doesn't deserve to be glazed. And if it's glazed more and more, then it won't get better because it's not even that good right now. Anyway, I don't know. Fucking happy summer. What holiday is coming up? I don't know. Happy Pride Month. That was last month, but yeah. See ya.